My husband cheated on me and I thought I had forgiven him until I fell in love with someone else. 4 years ago, I discovered my husband Will, 38M, was having an affair. After noticing the classic signs, distance, long work hours, and secretive phone behavior, I checked his phone one night while he slept. I found messages revealing a physical and emotional relationship with a 23-year-old colleague who had joined his company a year earlier. They had been involved for at least 6 months, even meeting in cheap hotels, which was painful to learn. What hurt most was their emotional connection, sharing nicknames and doing things that were once special between us. I gathered evidence, packed bags for myself and our 5-year-old son, and called my brother to pick us up and take us to my parents' house. I woke Will to tell him I was leaving, and by the end of the week, I had consulted with a lawyer. There was no going back. For the next 2 years, yes, years not months, my husband tried relentlessly to win me back. He did everything and he did everything right. Begging and groveling, said he was blinded by the attention he got, cut off the girl immediately, switched jobs within 2 months, booked counseling sessions that he begged me to attend, made progress in counseling, read books, you name it. He was visiting our son almost every day after work and weekends. When he wasn't here he would text me where he was, also shared his location. I saw genuine and consistent change and remorse in him, and after 6 months me and the baby moved back with him. Things did get better and better every day for the next 1.5 years until we reached the normal state that we are at now. I can't explain why or what it is, but during the last 4 years I feel like I have been in an emotional limbo. Things are normal, as I said, we go on dates, have sex, have family, just like before. But I feel emotionally detached from him. Like I can't be all in. I know I have forgiven him and now I don't even think about the affair every day, neither do I have any reason to doubt him anymore, but I also don't feel this love for him like before. He seems to think we are back to our old relationship, but I feel like we are very friendly roommates that smile and wave and just go with the flow. I thought this was my new reality, and I was never gonna get the old me back until I met Jake. I met Jake, 35M, about a year ago on our local subreddit. He posted about a hobby we share and I commented. It's a rather uncommon hobby, so not many people have interest in it. Then DM, chit-chat and such. The first month was nothing but talk of this hobby. Then we slowly started to get to know each other. He is a widower and I told him I have a family. We met a few times for coffee after work and for the hobby. Yes, my husband knows that I am meeting this new friend Jake for the hobby. He doesn't know I found Jake on Reddit. I don't know how to word it properly, but I am finally happy and back to my old self, and the reason for that is Jake. We have fallen for each other over the last year, and have confessed our feelings for each other. I never thought I would feel this way again, and yet here I am. We have never done anything physical, only met in public, but this is certainly emotional infidelity towards my husband. On one hand I understand that emotions are not rational and it is my husband's doing that we are here, but on the other hand I feel extremely guilty because he has been trying so hard to reconcile. I also feel so angry at him these days for putting me in this position. Also, in the middle of all this I am in pain that I can't be with Jake and am shackled to my married life. Jake says he understands my duties as a mother and would never ask me to do anything I didn't want to, but he was there for me and my kid if I wanted. I don't know why I made this post, maybe to clear my head. What do I do? Where do I go from here? Do I torpedo my marriage and all the hard work we have put into reconciliation to pursue a fling with someone I just met that may or may not turn into anything serious? Do I wipe him out and go back to whatever limbo of a marriage that I have left and just suck it up? Update. I made a post here in early January about my husband's affair and subsequently my EA. It's in my profile. The TLDR of that is that husband cheated years ago, we worked on reconciliation and move on, or so I thought, until I met someone else a year ago that made me realize I have not healed as well as I thought, and I fell for this new man. Thank you to everyone who read it and commented, most of which were surprisingly supportive. I don't know why I even made the original post. I guess I was feeling really down around Christmas and New Year's, and just wanted to vent and even have someone talk some sense into me. But Redditors have helped me see things more clearly, and I am grateful to you for that. A lot has happened since then, but if you don't want to read it all, here's the summary. I have started the divorce proceedings with my husband, and we're working out the legalities. I don't know where I stand with Jake. First, answers to some FAQs. Yes, we both have jobs and financial independence. Is my husband still cheating on me? Well, I honestly couldn't say. But based on the data I have on hand, his behavior, his phone activity, involvement with the kid and myself, time accounted for, no work travels or anything, I am fairly certain he's not. But who knows if he's a master manipulator? The hobby that we share is fairly niche and I don't want to reveal it in case someone identifies us. We have made other friends there too. But it's nothing sporty or physical. Think more like pottery or painting, although they're not niche. Some people asked why I haven't given any thought to my son in all this. I think they're missing the point. Firstly, what relevance info could I post about him? And secondly, why do you think I reconciled with my husband? Certainly not for me. Whatever we decide, our son will be our priority and well taken care of. I'll keep him out of this post too. On to the update. I read all the comments and all that was said here, and finally had the courage to admit that yes, this was a sham marriage. I was not proud of my own actions, but I had to go. A few days after I posted, I went no with Jake. I told him I couldn't do this right now, this wasn't me, and more importantly, I needed to focus on my mess. I don't know what future holds, but for now we'd have to stop. He said he understood and supported my decision, and would be here if I ever wanted to reach out. That's the end of that. In the meantime, I disclosed some of this to my closest friends and family. They all supported me and been there for me. My best friend also helped me plan and process all this, find a lawyer, go to appointments, etc. I have been strategizing the legal aspects for the last couple of months. About 2 weeks ago, I had a sit down with my husband and asked him for a divorce. It wasn't pretty. He was surprised, desperate, sad, angry. A lot was said, some of which I am not proud of. He begged me to work on it, was surprised when I brought up his affair, was angry that I led him on for 4 years, to which I asked him if he was sad because he missed out on his chance with AP, because let's face it, cheaters beg for their partner, and when the partner turns them down they go right back to AP, as if they had a backup plan all along. This hurt him a lot and I shouldn't have said it, but I've been thinking about it for 4 years. I told him all about Jake as well, but made it clear that regardless of that I'll be leaving. I just couldn't trust him anymore. I was at my lowest point during a very difficult pregnancy and birth, all of which he was there for. He saw me struggle to breastfeed the baby, suffer from sleep deprivation, go through all of this. Instead of supporting his wife and son, how did he have the time to go have an affair? I can't wrap my head around. He has been sleeping in the guest room since then. We have had many conversations since then, and I think he is finally getting around to accepting that it's over. He'll move out this weekend. We've agreed to keep things civil, but we'll see how it goes.